Good evening. This is your man, Angel Manuel. There's a topic that's been weighing on me that I've been wanting to do a video about. I've been coaching runners, semi-elite runners, beginner runners, recreational runners for the past 21 years. And the number one problem that no one really addresses is procrastination. So the name of this video and the topic of this discussion is Procrastination, the Killer of Dreams. Merriam-Webster's dictionary says to put off intentionally and habitually. To put off intentionally the doing of something that should be done. Are you a procrastinator? This is a hard question, and the reason why I say it's hard is because we don't want to admit that we've all been guilty of this. We make excuses. I'm too tired. I've been working all day. It's raining outside, or it's too cold, or I'll do it tomorrow. All of these excuses are rooted in procrastination. I want to read 4 scriptures from the Bible that have helped me to deal with this problem. And it's actually rich. These scriptures are rich. You really have to meditate on them. I would advise you to get a pen and a paper, write them down, meditate on them, study them, and you will see where we have to make changes. Not just for training purposes, but in life. First scripture is Ecclesiastes 11:4, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation. It says, "Farmers who wait for perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest." Again, this is talking about people that are making excuses about circumstances. I'm too tired, or there's nowhere to run around here. Hell, I'm in Darlington, and the sidewalks are all beat up. So I can't walk on the sidewalks. I run down Highway 52. There's no sidewalk, but there is a breakdown lane. I'm not going to say it's safe, but you can run if you really want to in safety. It might not be the best of conditions, but I get it done. So this is a real good scripture. And in the King James Bible, same verse, it says, "He that observeth the wind shall not sow, but he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap." The reason why you're not getting any faster or seeing results is because you keep making excuses for not being consistent in your training. Okay, that's the first scripture. The second scripture, Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And again, this is from the New Living Translation. It says, "So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up." It's talking about endurance, not quitting. See, a lot of times we say, well, we don't say it out loud, but we think it. We're 2 weeks into the training schedule. I don't see any results. Well, you're not going to see results right away. There's a law that's universal, and it's called seed, time, and harvest. It's just like a woman getting pregnant. When she gets pregnant in the beginning of the 9-month cycle, you can't tell the difference between her and a woman that isn't pregnant. But over the course of months and time, she starts developing what's called the baby bump. Then, eventually, she delivers the full-grown child after 9 months. So, it's the same way with training. I mean, you have to stick to it, and you have to know without a shadow of a doubt that every day you're progressing, even if you don't see any physical evidence for it. This is another good one to just keep and meditate on it, every day. Not just sometimes. Sometimes you have to meditate on the scripture enough to really understand what it's trying to convey, the spiritual truth that's in the words. The third verse, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. And this is what it says. I'm reading from the New American Standard Bible. It says, "For the moment, all discipline seems not to be pleasant, but painful. Yet, to those who have been trained by it, afterward it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness." So, you can take this scripture and apply it to training, and what it's saying is the same thing that the previous scripture said is, being trained and afterward. So, it's not, training is not easy. Some people say, well, it's easy, take your time. Some days are not going to be easy. Some days you're not going to feel like it. Some days, like speed sessions, those are not easy. They hurt. You're going to get soreness. If you ever started lifting weights, you're going to get sore. You also have to stretch. I mean, your body has to become acclimated to the load of training. I mean, if you have a good coach, they will tell you, don't do too much. Listen to your body. But that doesn't mean don't do it. What it means is use common sense. If you're to the point where you're hurting really bad, I mean, like you done pulled a muscle, I'm not telling you to do that. That's not training, that's stupidity. Okay? I'm telling you that if you have a good coach, which I am, I mean, I have proven this year after year after year. I've developed runners, beginner runners have advanced, using my training program. And, as long as they were obedient and they did what I said, they progressed and they got much faster, not just a little bit, it was noticeable. They started winning their age groups, I mean, getting awards and whatnot, if that's your goal. Okay? And the last verse is awesome. It's Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. And I'm reading again from New Living Translation. It says, "Lazy people are soon poor. Hard workers get rich." Now, this is talking in terms of finances, but it can apply to training because, again, if you don't put in the work, you can't expect the results. There's a definition. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. If you come to me and you say, "Angel, I need you to help me get faster, give me a personalized training program, and you don't do it, or you just do what you've always done, don't come back to me saying, well, it didn't work, and, you didn't follow the directions that I gave you. You didn't follow the training, and I'm going to be on top of you every day. Every day I'm going to ask you, how did it go? How did you feel? Don't lie to me, because lying to me is not lying to me. You're lying to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. If you want real results, you're going to have to put in the work. You can't be lazy and you can't procrastinate. So, I hope you got something from this video. Today is the 20th of October, 2025. This is my last day in my 40s. Tomorrow I hit a milestone. I'm half a century years old. But I feel like I'm 20. And I have a coach that I follow. And that's why I'm fast. That's why I'm progressing. Because I'm not a procrastinator. I get my butt up every morning and I do whatever is prescribed. If he tells me to run 9 miles, that's what I'm going to do. If he tells me to do a speed session and, do it at the prescribed interval speed. I mean, that's another thing. If I tell you to do a 7-minute pace for your quarters and you say, well, I'm going to do 6:45. Well, you just broke the law. I told you to do 7-minute pace, not 6:45, not 6:55. I don't care that you feel good. There's a reason why I'm telling you to do it at 7-minute pace, because I understand the science behind training. You don't. If you did, you wouldn't be coming to me for help. And I'm not trying to be a hard ass. That's what a coach does. I love y'all. Again, I hope you learned something from this. And God bless you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.